Okay, hi everyone, this is Alex here and I'm here with Sang. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what it's like living in Vietnam and what are some of our favorite things about living here. So do you want to briefly say hi, introduce yourself and say how long you've been here?
Hi, my name is Sang. I've been in Vietnam for 2 months. I attended the Ninja Teacher Academy course from February 28th to the 27th, and then I took a month break in Da Nang. Now I'm back and I'm ready to apply for an English teacher job next week.
Great, all right, let's go. Okay, here we are at a banh mi chow place, which is basically a deconstructed banh mi. So there's a hot plate with eggs and beef and a few other things like pate. So you mentioned you like this spot, hey Sang?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite restaurants in the area next to the Ninja Teacher School. Okay.
Nice. And how much is it? It's like 40K or something like that, right?
So it's 47K. So 47K comes out to be $1.70 or 75 cents per plate. So it's very affordable.
Awesome. Let's give it a try. Okay, so we just had some of the banh mi chow, and what do you think of this dish?
I think the quality is better than a lot of other restaurants. Very, very delicious. I like it a lot. I gave it a 8.75 out of 10. And I highly recommend this dish and this restaurant to other people.
Yeah, no, it's a good spot. I really like it. So what are some of your other favorite dishes in Vietnam?
So I'm different from other people. I'm not a big fan of pho or bún bò Huế. I like other dishes like bánh mì, bánh xèo.
Bánh xèo is so good, like Vietnamese pancake, crispy pancake. And I think they make it the best in central Vietnam as well. And do you feel like there's a lot of good restaurants that you can get for around this price? You know, it's like 40K, 50K. Do you think there's a lot of food in that range? You can get good stuff?
Next to Ninja Teacher Academy, there's so many restaurants in the area where all the locals come out at 12 o'clock to eat lunch together. And all of it's very affordable. A lot of it's like $1.50, $2 USD. So it's very cheap and affordable. If you stick with this food, you can save a lot of money versus going to more expensive restaurants or foreign restaurants.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what you like about living in Vietnam. So what are your favorite things about living in Vietnam so far?
I guess one of the things is exciting to meet new people and experience new places. I joined a VietQ group online, so a lot of them live in the Thao Dinh area. My off time, I usually try to go to District 1 to record videos at different restaurants. So I try to live somewhere in between like Ben Thanh or District 2. So I'm in the middle, so whenever I'm by myself, I'll just go into District 1 to record videos. And then whenever I'm joining the VietQ expat group, I go to Thao Dinh. And then that's also language exchanges and stuff in District 2, 1, and 3 that I often attend as well.
Great, nice. And I know you just went on a trip to Da Nang, so how's that been and have you been enjoying it?
Da Nang was really nice. I actually hung out with a bunch of YouTubers over there. So I just searched for different YouTubers and just hung out with them. One guy was an army travel guy. He goes to different restaurants every night for dinner. So I would go with him or to the club. I graduated from Ninja Teacher on March 27th. And for the past month, I've been on vacation mode in Da Nang. So I'm still on vacation mode and my experience has been different from other people that started teaching immediately after class. But I plan to start applying for a teaching job next week.
That's nice to take a bit of a break and have a vacation up there, right? Now you're going to get into the teaching a bit, so maybe you could tell us how you found it with coming through the Ninja Teacher program, including the pre-arrival support and meeting everyone and the training of the course as well.
The pre-arrival was very helpful. Miranda and I think Jim was constantly messaging me, making sure that I have all my documentations legalized. The course, it was a great course. I kind of got more serious in my third or fourth week. The first 2 weeks, I was just in vacation mode and I was just slacking off, not caring. And I regret that. So for future students, get out of vacation mode when you get here. Get serious with the course from day one and take it seriously, put in a lot of effort. Do your homework, work at night, get everything done and prepared before the class starts. Like teachers usually have the lesson plan. So as a student, you have to prepare for the classes as well and be ready for the presentations in class. So that was one of my biggest mistakes.
So with the training itself, like, did you feel like it helped you to be prepared to be a teacher? Because then you actually went out and taught classes during the practicum. Did you feel like you grew with your teaching skills?
Our instructor was Sadie, and I think she was a great teacher. She taught us a lot. I had a different impression of being a teacher. I thought you just present the information in front of class to kids, and then they'll just listen and repeat. but there's a lot more to that. Every class, there's like a different task to engage the students. So those lessons were very interesting. We went observed 3 different classes, and I noticed that the attention grabbers were very helpful to get the kids' attention and get them to focus on the class. I went to another class, observed another class where they did not have an attention grabber, and then the kids were just a mess. They never listened to the teacher.
Classroom management is important, right? So you,
Yeah.
you realize that when you get into a classroom, you need to have those strategies to keep the class managed.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be easier, but with young kids, it's really hard to get their attention, get them to focus. The other thing is that Sadie would ask like ICQs and CCQs. She start with the whole class and then narrow it down to a group and then narrow it down to a specific person. So I really like that. It keeps everyone engaged, everyone wondering who's going to be called next in the class, so that they can make sure that they have the answers in their head before being called on.
Right.
So that's very
Yeah.
helpful.
Good. So by the end of it, do you feel like you could step into a classroom and teach a lesson?
I think it does help me for the bare minimum, but there are so many things that Sadie taught that I wish I had more time to learn and continue to practice. So her lessons were great. But I also heard from past teachers, they say that the TEFL course is just the beginning. And once you start working, the first 6 months is continued schooling as well and practice and learning and teaching.
Yeah,
involved.
absolutely. Yeah, it's the foundations. It's to get you ready to like teach your first classes, and then you want to continue to improve and work on your teaching skills throughout that time when you're actually teaching. So yeah, so maybe you can tell us a bit about your plans now. So start working, live in Vietnam for some time. What do you see yourself doing in the next couple of years?
So I'll try to start applying for jobs next week. Right now, I want to stay here for at least 3 years.
Okay, sounds good. And stay in Ho Chi Minh City or go somewhere else?
I want to stay in Ho Chi Minh City because there's a lot of people to meet, a lot of connections, a lot of things to do for at least 1 or 2 years, maybe. But if I get the option, I want to live in Da Nang for at least 1 year because my parents are from Hue, Vietnam, and I was born in the U.S., so I didn't grow up here.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier about who you think is a good person to come out here and teach for a couple of years. So maybe you want to share about that?
So I didn't learn about teaching English in Vietnam until 2017. Whenever I traveled here for the first time, I started searching for things to do on YouTube. So that's when I found the Ninja Teacher, Alex with Ninja Teacher, and I saw interviews with Cao Lei, Yabato Kim. I think those were the main 2 YouTubers that I was watching at that time. So I wish I'd known about teaching English in Vietnam earlier in life, because if I did, right when I graduated from college, I would have moved to Vietnam immediately, sign up with the Ninja Teacher course, and then teach English over here for at least 2 or 3 years. Experience life over here, the culture, because my parents are from Vietnam, but I grew up I was born and raised in the U.S., so I didn't know how it was like in Vietnam. So for a lot of Vietnamese people that were born in the U.S. or born and raised in the U.S. or any other country, I highly recommend to come here immediately after high school. After college. Spend 1, 2, or 3 years here teaching English. Have that experience, have that knowledge for you that can stay with you for the rest of your life. And then after that, go back to your country, like America, wherever else, and then start your career and your family after that.
Yeah, I think that can be a really good option for a lot of young people, like doing that, have a bit of adventure before you get tied down, right? So yeah, maybe just to wrap up, you can tell us a bit about like how you find the cost of living here, and have you found that you can live comfortably, and like the prices of things around here?
Things are affordable. You can live at an affordable lifestyle, but I have not been. Grab Anywhere, if you take the motorbike, it'll be $1, like $1.50 normally. And then if you want to get a car with AC, it'll usually like $2, depending on where you go. Food-wise, a lot of places you can get a banh mi for $1 or $1.50 or $2, and then pho and bún riêu, any street food like $1 or $2. So you can eat affordable. It can be affordable working as an English teacher here. For the past 4 years, I was working 60 hours a week as an accountant. Here, the average hours for an English teacher is about 20 hours a week. So it's a big step back on the hours worked. You have more time, more freedom, and yeah, more time for yourself.
Yeah, great. All right, well, thanks for sharing, Sang. I think a lot of people that are interested in maybe coming to live in Vietnam and teaching English in Vietnam, will be happy to hear about your experience. So any last words to someone who's considering like coming out to Vietnam and living here and teaching English?
You don't have to limit yourself to Vietnam as well. Get the TEFL course here at Ninja Teacher, and then once you're certified, you can go teach in South Korea, Japan, I guess maybe Thailand and the Philippines. I'm not sure how that works, but Japan and South Korea as well. And it allows you more time, more freedom, the ability to travel around Asia at a more affordable price versus if you're traveling from America, it's going to be more expensive.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing, and yeah, good to speak to you. And check out Sang's channel. And if you are interested in learning more about teaching English in Vietnam, you can click the link below, head over to ninjateacher.com, and you can watch another video up over here, also from another one of our alumni talking about the experience of living and teaching English in Vietnam. So speak to you soon. Peace.